Hey everyone, it's Nicole Atherton. I'm back here today with another Project Life process video. This time I am taking on week 31 and I am, as usual, putting out the photos that I have printed already. I didn't do any digital, I'm removing one of the cards from last week because it was too bulky. Anyway, I did not put any digital elements on there this week because I didn't have a lot of time to work on this today. Right now you're seeing me go through some of the elements from Allie Edwards' Fun Story Kit, and I'm trying to see if any of these 4x6 cards would work for the title card. So I like the green one, and right now I'm pulling out the letters that would spell August, A-U-G, and I haven't used any of these letters yet. It's kind of like, I try not to hoard things, but this is one of the things that I've been hoarding. So I would like to use them. So I get them all set up on the card, and then I realize that the first day of this week is actually July. So I can't use it. I'll save this card and layout for another time. Okay, scrap that idea. So I pulled out this plastic word from the same kit, Fun, and I didn't like the way the pink looked, so I'm going to the August Studio Calico kit. Oh, what's the name of it? Oh, here it is. It's called Let's Go. So I'm going through, and I found a 4x6 card that would work, and I'm just kind of familiarizing myself with the cards that are in the pack. I would like to put the dates on the bottom, so I'm getting some scratched paper, or, scraps, a white scrap cardstock, and I'm going to round the corners to kind of mimic the rounded corners on the speech bubble. And then I am going to stamp the dates, which is July 31st through August 2nd. And I'm using one of the colors that complement the Studio Calico kit. So because it's a kind of a crafty ink, I'm going to definitely use my Stampin' Up! Scrub, and you can see how clean that made it. So Stampin' Scrub, Stampin' Mist, it's awesome, especially if you like clean stamps. And it doesn't take that long. So these starbursts are super fun, and I've already used some of them, so I think I'm going to use the remaining small one to finish embellishing my title card. And I just use my regular rolling adhesive to stick these down, and I've not had a problem with them falling off. These emoji stickers from the Studio Calico kit complement the Fun Story Kit very well, because obviously emojis are kind of fun. And so I grabbed a purple one, and there is my title card. The other Starburst cork piece that I used is going to be on the right hand side, and that's going to be a see-through element to the next week. And now that I'm sitting here talking about it, I think I've done that before with this same story kit element, but oh well. I've forgotten that I had done that before. And now I'm going through the cards and determining which ones I think would complement this week. What I liked most about that card was that you can see the rainbow Mickey, and then the days of the week are rainbow. So I have one rainbow on each side of the page. The background of that grid card is red, and there's a lot of red in this week. Mostly on the left-hand side of the page, I'm just realizing. I might go back and add like a red emoji sticker on the right-hand side just to balance out those red things. And I thought these circles on this card were a perfect place to put some more of these hilarious emoji stickers. This is the chipboard. Oops, never mind. I'll come back to it. I'm thinking right now about how I'm going to tell my story. The main stories are the books, the wine tasting, the soccer game, and then the food. So for the food, I am writing directly onto the photo, and I'm following the line of the outside of the plate. And my pen is running out of ink. Just, still going on our lifestyle change with like gluten-free and all that stuff that I talked about a couple weeks ago. And this pizza with almond flour was surprisingly good. And then when I had that done, it looked a little empty in the upper right-hand corner. So I went ahead and I got this piece of chipboard from the Studio Calico kit. And that went along really well. So the title card for the main story for the soccer game, I'm stamping out in, this is the stamp set from the month of August, and it's called A to Z. It's a stamp subscription. And I'm going to, off camera, do USA versus Japan. And that was the highlight of our trip there. I'd never seen the U.S. women's national team play. I mean, I've seen them on TV, of course, like the Olympics and stuff. But I had never had a chance to see them in person, and so we had a chance to see them play live, and it was really awesome. It was super cute because there were so many little girls in the stands. They were all on soccer teams and stuff. And then the other people, most of the adults were either their parents or people who used to play, like the people we went with and Tracy, and then our friend's dad who coached them both when they were younger. So it was a really neat environment and really neat community that, although I'm not a soccer player, or never have been, I was, excited to be part of that. This is my white pen, and this is the one of the goals that the U.S., they had just completed a goal, so I took a picture of that and wrote that on there. And using my same white pen, I am going to mimic the idea that I had in the plate on the other side and kind of write along this wine barrel that we went wine tasting, so I took a close-up of a wine barrel. This is a little photograph of one of the Sunday project that I had, and I was assembling bookshelves and organizing all the books that we had. So I found this chipboard piece from the Read Story Kit, and I thought that would match perfectly with what I was trying to do, but that one was too busy, so I don't know why it worked better, but this blue one that said Once Upon a Time did work better for me, and so I stuck that on there. And that photograph is a pile of all the books that, as I was organizing them into the various sections. So, like nonfiction, medical, fantasy, because I have a lot of fantasy books. So they have their own section, and then fiction, and then I alphabetize them all. So it took me pretty much all day to assemble all the bookcases and then organize all of the books and put them into the bookcases. And over time, I'll get little tchotchkes or whatever and throw them in the bookcases in the empty spaces just as a little decorative element. And I'm also super excited because I haven't bought books in a long time because I didn't want to throw them on the floor in the room they were in. So now I have room. I'm going to start buying books. Okay, so now it's the final embellishment stage, and I'm going to be adding some more of these emoji stickers on the right-hand side to balance out the ones on the left-hand side, and then using the fun chipboard pieces and embellishing some of the photos here. Fun event is what that one says. And then these are some enamel dots from last month's, July's Studio Calico Documenter kit that I'm going to be putting on. And I like these arrows. So the arrow of us wine tasting, joking around, and then the orange one says making memories. Okay, and just going to add some more enamel dots. Not a ton, just a couple. Okay. I'm thinking about adding something else, but no, I think I'm done. So here it is. Thank you so much for coming by. I am super grateful and appreciative that you have chosen to spend your time watching the stuff that I do. And I know time is super valuable and precious to us all. We don't have enough of it. And I am humbled and grateful that you are here. So I hope you saw something that inspired you. If not, I'm sorry. But if so, I'd love a thumbs up or a comment or a subscriber. You guys mean the world to me, and your thumbs up and your comments, I read them all and I respond to them all, and they're just awesome. They make my whole day. So anyway, that's it. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great day and happy crafting. So long.